season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley
up past the 30, second down coming up. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Now the shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Ooh, the juke. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Cousins rolling to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Vikings at 9-5 now of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First down, New York.
Again, it's Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. Jones finding Tony for a Giants first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Za'Darius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeaux off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run it again with Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They go play action. Cousins. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. 17-0 our score after 1.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Looking deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. O'Shane Ximines coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Cousins on first down.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the rout is on here in this first half.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Za'Darius Smith, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. Here's Jamie Gillendow, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Oh, nice move. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. They run it with Chandler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. Throwing on first down. Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Andrew Booth brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack on first down, Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins now. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Back to throw. Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On second down, here's Barkley powering forward, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley,
his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Kene Nwangu. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal, New York.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Is good. Makes the score Vikings 41. Giants 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Jackson to return. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Jones to throw on third down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
72 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And some space here.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.